Hello, this is Tristan Manning, and this is my final. First, I need to include the IO stream, F stream, and S string, and use namespace. First, I need to start my variables. So months is 12 because there are 12 months in a year. I then move on to struct month data, and this is where I will gather the user's total expense for a month and their total expense or their total budget for a month. This is right here is a function to make sure for input validation to make sure that the user inputs a positive number. Return X here is used to make sure that get positive is maintained a positive number. And this right here, void save to file, is a function made so that the file expenses.txt is created, and this does it for every single month from 1 to 12, and then it'll close, and it'll tell the user that the file was saved. Load from file right here loads in the user's information that they put from the total expenses and the budget into the file, and then it tells the user that the file was loaded. This right here is to locate the month with the highest spending. So right here, it checks through all the months, and the first month is counted first, so that would obviously be the highest spending month, and then it will check through and see whether the next month or the next month is higher than the previous one, and then that month will become the highest month. Right here is for sorting from ascending to descending, and right here, this is to make sure whether the user wants it to show the highest expenses are first or if they're on the bottom. This goes through all the months, and right here is where the user would select either ascending or descending. If it is ascending, it goes here, and then it displays the months in the same function. Show month is for individual months. So right here, I int and the user enters a month. So let's say they enter 6. It will show you that month plus 1, because this goes from 0 to 11. So m plus 1 will equal the user's actual month that they entered. It will show you the total spent from here, their budget, and it also checks if the total expense that the user had goes over the budget that they input, and it tells the user if it was over budget by the total expense minus the budget, or if it was under budget. Right here, this is to get the total expenses and the total budget for the entire program or the entire year. It just goes through all the months and all the information the user inputted and puts them in here. This right here is where the user will actually get to choose what they want to do with the program, such as first entering the expenses, saving it to a file, loading the file, showing the month of the high expression, sorting it from up to down, and showing a specific month, and then this will exit from the program. choices made here, and I use a case here so that when the user enters, let's say 1, and the function enter year will occur. And I do that for all of the functions up there. And then this makes it so when the user isn't selecting 0, it will keep going. And then I return 0. I will show it now working. But first I need to show that I have nothing in the file. This is the file right now with my program. So let's run it. It shows enter expenses, save the file, load file, show the month, everything. So first the user will select 1 and enter their expenses. I will do so here. I have now inputted the expenses, and so now I will save it to a file, which would be expenses.txt, by selecting 2. And it now shows that it's saved to expenses.txt. I will then load the information to the file. It loaded expenses.txt, and let me go to the file. Expenses.txt has appeared. Let me click it, and it shows all of the expenses. And this is the expenses, this is the budget, and it shows it all. And then it will show the month with the highest expense. So month 2 had the highest expense with $200. I will now show it. It's sorted by ascending. So month 1, and I'll show it descending. Lifting 6. And then let me select a specific month, so let's say December. And so the expense was 2,000, and my budget was 2,500, and I went under budget by 500. I will now select 0 to end the program. The program has ended, and everything is stopped. Thank you for listening.